everyone, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This reading we are doing the water signs, just trying a new format this week. So I will be doing a collective spread and then moving on into individual readings for Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. It really does help the channel so much. So thank you. And I am using, for that collective spread, we have the Healing Light Oracle cards. I'm also using the Healing Light Lenormand deck today, as well as the Sweet Love Tea Oracle as well. Okay, so having a look at the collective message for all the signs there, I will be time stamping as well. So for the collective for the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio collective message for your week, please. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Trust and acceptance. Okay, so those are going to be the highlights of your reading this week. I believe in life and my strength. Every moment guides me to the light. Everything on the road to growth is for my progress. So trusting in the process, believing in your own strength, trusting in your own strength and intuition, guiding you to, the right places. As long as we're moving forward and we're growing, we are progressing. Okay, and acceptance as well there. I'm open to life. I try to figure out what the universe is trying to teach me, and as a result, I'm free to move forward on the path of light. Okay, so both of those are talking about moving forward, this road, this path to move forward, to grow within your own self here. And there is this essence of learning coming through for the water signs this week. So, learning in order to move forward. So we do definitely feel like there's probably some forward movement happening for the water signs this week. Okay, but we'll have a look at Pisces first and go from there, okay? Timestamps will be in the description box, as always, those timestamps, okay? But Pisces, what does Pisces need to know this week, please? Things are slowly starting to fall into place for you, Pisces. You are just being held back a little bit here from the past, okay? We do firstly see the cross coming through for you, Pisces, which, does show us that things are falling into place. You are on the right path, having faith, having that trust in this path that you are currently on. Everything is all about learning and growing and getting there. Okay, but with that cross coming through, we do also see that you are still carrying a little bit of a burden on your shoulders here, a little bit of a, cross to bear, so to speak, coming from this mouse energy. So there is a loss from the past, specifically a connection. All right, we do have the ring there as well. So for a lot of you, this is, a lost connection, someone from the past that you have, broken up with or had a break in that connection in some kind of a way, a loss in that connection, a lost relationship. Okay, so you are still being held back a little bit. That's still sort of this heavy weight on your shoulders, Pisces. So, being very aware of that and understanding that, yes, that is on your shoulders, but that's the past. We're looking at moving forward on this path. We're not worrying so much about, the things that have happened in the past here, but you are still sort of carrying that with you through into the future here, Pisces. It's kind of letting us know that, carrying that weight on your shoulders, it's making the journey harder for you. And, every time we have something from the past that we're holding on to in our energy, yes, it's going to probably be associated with a lot of, hurt and sadness and grief and all those sorts of things. But the more that you're holding on to that energy, the heavier that makes the present and the future, rather than having a fresh, clean slate for the present and the future to move forward with. You are sort of starting off on this footing where you've already got, this big weight on your shoulders already. So advice for Pisces with this message, please. So, it's kind of like accepting that this has happened and that you have been carrying this. Even if, I'm sort of feeling that a lot of you don't want to be carrying this, but you kind of are. It's, the universe trying to show you that you need to kind of accept this in order to start to release this. But advice for Pisces here, please. Friendships, Pisces, friendships. Firstly, we have the garden. But just, in one word, friendships is the answer for you. Your best advice here is friendships. The garden does talk about getting out and about a little bit more, spending more time outdoors, in public spaces, going out with friends, meeting up for coffees, those sorts of things. It's bringing this burden to the surface a little bit more. Not hiding from it anymore, not shouldering it all by yourself, bringing it out under public view where you with friends, where you've got being very emotionally vulnerable here. We have the lily as well. Okay, so that does talk about being vulnerable and open and honest about your emotions here, that it's okay for you to have these emotions, but you can't move away from them if you're not accepting that they exist. I feel like for a lot of you Pisces, you've been kind of trying to push them down and distract yourself from them. It's kind of asking you to vent a little bit more, bring those out into the public space in front of yourself here, Pisces, and allow those emotions to be worked through in a more visible, vulnerable way, especially here with the friendship card backing that up as well. We have the dog there as well. So, there are people around you that want to support you. So, you don't need to hide from that support, Pisces. There is support around you, people that are loyal, compassionate, understanding of what you've been going through here from the past. And that's what's going to help you move forward into the future. Meeting these friends halfway, meeting up for coffee, venting, getting it off your chest, Pisces. Opening up and being a little bit more vulnerable than might be comfortable. Okay? Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, Pisces. Okay, just doing a love check-in for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know in regard to love and romance? Two sides. I'm clearly hearing that this is the past versus the future. That's the two sides that you're fighting against here. Navigating the delicate balance of give and take, time, effort, stories. So it is for you here, Pisces. It's navigating the two sides and balancing out those two sides that you've been holding on to the past, but you're wanting to move forward into the future. Okay, and in the present moment, you need those to be a little bit more balanced, because right now the past is sort of taking over your energy here. We do have celebrations coming up for you, Pisces. Taking time to appreciate the good things. Happy days, partying. So for some of you, I am hearing specifically, it's all about enjoying those times with friends. For most of you there with that celebration card, just spending time with friends, enjoying friendships and celebrating in those happy party kind of ways with friends. Taking time to appreciate the support that's around you, celebrating people around you. Coming up to Christmas, it's going to be a really good time to be really living happily in that family and friends kind of energy. But some of you, there is a couple of you here who are going to be meeting somebody very interesting at an event, okay? Some sort of, you'll be at an event where you're celebrating something, someone. You may meet someone who could actually become important to your future, Pisces, with love. We do also have the heartstrings card. Strike a chord together with gentle harmony, serenity, balance, and matching. So once again, we're seeing that balance keyword coming through. So it's really all about you just finding your own balance at the moment if you are wanting to find love, Pisces, that you are needing to balance the past out with the future and move forward in a much more balanced kind of a way where you're not allowing the past to overtake you and continue to weigh down on you so heavily. Okay. So that's what we have for you, Pisces. More than welcome to, check out your other placements, of course. Any strong placement that you have, your moon sign, your rising, your Venus, of course. But subscribe, and we will move on over to our Cancers. Okay, Cancer. Messages for Cancer this week, please. Messages for Cancer this week. Things are about to take off big time, Cancer. This week is kind of all about settling and getting prepared, I feel. Because in the next couple of weeks, maybe even a little bit longer, Christmas time, by the end of this year, things are going to sort of really take off. Firstly, we have the tree, followed by the house, and then the ship, Cancer. So we have card 5, then 4, then 3. 5, 4, 3, Cancer. So we're getting ready to the 2, 1, go. Okay, it's getting close. Trust. Because you are being guided to something bigger. But with the tree and the house here, it's really just kind of like this. It's kind of a finalization energy for you this week, where it's just tying up some loose ends when it comes to your personal growth, your personal healing, your sense of security, your placement in this crazy world. For some of you, there's a strong pull on family and home at the moment. I keep hearing it's not just about finalizing, but for some of you, it's about reconciling. There's something that you're needing to reconcile and be at peace with before you move on to this next chapter in your life. And for a lot of you, that specifically has to do with family or home stability, okay? So it's like if you've been, fighting or something with someone that you care about, now's the week to reconcile your differences with that person so that we can move forward from a clean slate and have this new journey without any of these things holding you back to this stuff here. You've been focusing on maturing and stabilizing your own emotional well-being and mental stability. You've been, I feel like a lot of you have been through the ringer in the last few months, years. And this is kind of that finalization stage where you're finally reconciling with yourself as well. Finding, accepting that you are a much more mature, stable, grown version of yourself. Ready to depart onto the next adventure. We have the ship there as well. So it's like you're ready to jump on that ship and set sail into the future. Getting very, very close, Cancer. Just advice for Cancer here with the last finalization for Cancer here. Just advice on that, please. And Where is Cancer headed with this ship? Where is Cancer headed with this ship, please? Oh, being a little bit mysterious about where we're going from here, Cancer. Where we're going, it's clarified for me with the clover there, and then the book. Okay, so it's like telling us here with that book that it's the next chapter is a mystery because that's the future. It hasn't unfolded as of yet. You haven't wrote that part of the story yet. It's kind of like you can go wherever you decide from here. That it's up to you to write that story. You haven't written it yet. Okay, but it's all about you're taking a chance on yourself, and you're taking a chance to unfold the mystery of what comes next, and investing in the future rather than allowing yourself to be held back by anything here. Just general advice, Cancer, when we're seeing that finalization energy for your last little bit of healing and before you do progress here. I am feeling drawn to remind you that shadow work reading was recently uploaded. There may be something for you in that one as well to just help out. But we see the snake and the lily. So being very open and vulnerable, emotionally intimate with all the ways that you've been creating illusions and delusions in your world. Okay, so removing that mask, removing the illusion, being very open and honest with yourself about, where you may have, had little bits in your life where you've been like telling yourself that's this one thing, but now you're actually opening up and try to be a bit more honest about the full truth of the matter, being a little bit more stepping back outside of the emotion of the situation and being a little bit more objective and seeing things from other people's points of view. You're looking at things in a more mature way, which is, allowing you to see through any deceptions that you have put upon yourself. Okay, so if just the example I'm getting here is telling yourself that it was all somebody else's fault. I don't know what it's in regard to specifically here, but I'm picking up that there was something that in the past you may have told yourself, oh, that was all that person's fault, but you're now sort of looking back at that situation and going, do you know what, I did play a role in that, and I'm going to step up and take my personal responsibility. I need to be very honest and open with myself about the role that I played in that, and the fact that, I wasn't completely innocent either. That, it wasn't necessarily just that person's fault. There may have been something that I have done or reacted to that has exacerbated or led to the issue. So it's kind of, really good energy there, that especially with that growth, growth and stabilizing yourself, because you're seeing exactly where you've gone wrong in the past, reflecting on ways where in the past you may have hidden the full truth of what's happened about something and deceived yourself into thinking that you were totally innocent. I didn't do anything. I was the victim. And now you're actually taking responsibility for that, which is allowing you to grow and progress and move forward. And that's pretty much exactly what is giving you this brand new, investment in yourself, this brand new journey, this brand new adventure in your life. You're moving forward into the future in such a more positive, unburdened manner, Cancer. Okay. Having a look at love and romance for Cancer. Anything Cancer needs to know in regard to love and romance. It's intuitively telling me a message as soon as I seen that first card pop out, Cancer. It's kind of telling me it's part of the adventure. So that's part of what this ship is all about for you, Cancer, is starting a new adventure, investing in love in the future as well, But we do see baby steps. Take your time and build your love slowly with care, relaxed, deliberate, aware. So I feel like in the past you may have sort of tried to build things very quickly with love, but this is sort of showing you that when you do start these new adventures for yourself, you've learned so much about yourself here that you're actually setting up the foundations slowly and carefully, being very careful how you set up those foundations when it comes to love, taking your time to make sure you're doing it right, making magic. Everything seems perfect, and it's not an illusion. Trust, believe in love. There is magic out there, love for you. Trust. Once again, we're seeing that keyword trust. Trust, believe in yourself. Everything is guiding you in the right direction here. You're on the right path, Cancer. There is magic in your future when it comes to love and romance. I'm just picking up that some of you know who this is, and that's why it keeps showing me this ship energy, because you already know who you're moving towards with love, who you're taking a chance on, who you're investing this next chapter in. Some of you do know already, but it is sort of letting you know, take small steps, slowly, deliberately, making sure we're setting a strong foundation with that person if you do know who that is. But they seem perfect, and it's not an illusion. They maybe are very perfect for you, Cancer. We do see the power balance card as well. Have mutual respect and shared responsibilities. Equality, respect, and care. There is the need to look at the power balance between yourself and this person, okay? I feel like you, Cancer, may be a very strong reckoning energy here. And this person also very strong, force to be reckoned with. You need to balance that out. And both of you being quite powerful here, you do need to share the responsibility and share the respect. It needs to be equal, okay? So equality within the partnership does need to be something that you're going into with these baby steps, setting up strong foundations where, you are making magic with this person, but in a very balanced way, okay? So the more that you pay attention to the equal and the balance between yourself and this person, setting up a strong foundation there, the more perfect that is going to be for you both with this next chapter. Okay, so I do see a strong connection there for you, Cancer. It's just a matter of setting it up correctly so that it doesn't lose its strength, because it is a strong connection just naturally, but it does need to have a strong foundation built in order to stay strong, okay? And that's going to be built on mutual respect, okay? Mutual boundaries and giving to each other equally, all right? So that's what we have for you today, Cancer. You are more than welcome to check out your other strong placements. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this week's format, or do we prefer the individual videos? Let me know, and we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on for you this week? Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know right now? We'll just let you know, Scorpio, during your portion, I am expecting my son home very shortly. So I will just pause quickly if I hear him call out, because he can be quite loud. Scorpio. I'm kind of picking up an energy here, Scorpio, where you're feeling a little bit stuck. We have your energy first, the snake coming through. That's your card, Scorpio, followed by the moon. Okay, so this is where you're sort of getting a little bit stuck on yourself and stuck in the illusion of your emotions is what I'm picking up here. That it's like your emotions are overtaking you a little bit and feeding you this narrative that it's like a little bit of fear. It does seem to be like tricking yourself into believing that because you're upset, then it's upsetting. Because you're angry, it's an angering situation. That your emotions are overtaking the situation, and they're overtaking the reality of the situation, and not allowing you to see situations objectively at the moment. Especially when it comes to, I feel like this can be multiple areas of your life, but I feel like for most of you, it's got more to do with like the face that you're presenting to the world, your public persona, your especially when it comes to the way you're interacting with people, friends, family, those sorts of things, work friends. We have the garden there as well. So it's kind of, the garden is about meeting others halfway, but you're not meeting others halfway from an objective standpoint. You're meeting others halfway with this false front a little bit here, Scorpio. It does feel as though you're putting on a little bit of a mask, because you've got so much emotions going on at the moment, and you kind of it's confusing you. It's convincing you that those emotions are the only emotions, if that makes sense. That you're just getting a little bit wrapped up in negative emotions and not allowing yourself to see the positive potentials emotions around you. If that kind of makes sense, it's like it is just giving this illusions. I keep getting the illusion of your emotions being more real than they are. And I just feel as though at the moment you may be very emotional driven, like jumping to anger quickly, little things making you upset and sad quickly. And with the garden there, it does really feel as though it's just the way that you're presenting yourself at the moment. Because those emotions are, it feels like they're very close to the surface, but you're trying to ignore them so much that they're actually overtaking you in a weird kind of way here. That the more that you're trying to avoid these emotions, the more they're kind of it's kind of like the more you're reacting negatively and seeing the negative around you rather than the positives. And for some of you, maybe being very introverted at the moment, like trying to avoid social situations altogether. Whereas your intuition is kind of trying to tell you that social situations are really good for you right now. I feel like you do need to be around other people at the moment, because that will actually help you sort of shed that skin and come back to your truth and come back to your true self. Help you remove any illusions that you've been sort of putting on your own self. Because it's kind of like you're telling yourself, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, but you're not. Just clarify this energy for Scorpio. For some of you, it's got directly to do with a financial issue. So you may be sort of avoiding a specific financial obstacle or delay that you're facing, and that's what's sort of put you out of sorts. It doesn't feel like a huge big thing, Scorpio. It just feels like you're a little bit out of sorts, like just not 100% being truthful to yourself here. That you're telling yourself you're not as worried as you really are. You may be sort of feeling like you need to put in a lot of hard work when it comes to work and things like that. Whereas in truth, you need to spend a bit more time just relaxing with friends and allowing yourself to just have fun and relax a little bit here. We have the fish and then the mountain, so we do see some obstacles or delays, some hard work needed in order to increase your feelings of abundance. And so that's it too. You may not even be having financial issues. You may just be telling yourself that you are having more financial issues than the reality. Once again, I'm just getting the reality and what you're telling yourself are slightly different at the moment, Scorpio. You're stressed about things that haven't happened yet. You're kind of saying, I have to work extra hours in case, so I can save up and make sure I've got extra money in case. But it's like that hasn't happened. Why are you so stressed about something that hasn't happened? Kind of a little bit like you're making mountains out of molehills. You're saying, oh my gosh, I've got to climb Mount Everest tomorrow. But like in reality, it's not Mount Everest. It's just a little speed bump. It's actually much, much more easy to climb than you're giving it credit. You're sort of seeing these things as huge, big obstacles when really they're very manageable. You're giving them more power than they should have over you. You're giving them more emotion and stress. They're affecting you more than you should allow them to. These things aren't as big of a problem as you're telling yourself that they are. Advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio. Yeah, it's telling me the same advice as what I saw with that garden card, okay? Getting out and about with friends, spending more time, just having fun, relaxing, chill. We have the ring and the child. Recreating a connection with your inner child, getting out and being playful, fun, going on a bit of an adventure, doing something fun. Find that little kid within yourself, Scorpio. Go out and have a bit of fun. Do something silly. Go see a comedy show for some of you. Maybe, and if that's not a connection with yourself, go and spend time with children in your life. If you've got children around you, spend some time with the children in your life to help you sort of get back to that free-spirited, playful energy. Go spend time with somebody who, is an immature person and does silly things. Go on the swings, go on the slides. Do something fun. Do something just because it's fun and playful. Don't focus so much on all the things. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do that. You know what? I'm just going to go and do this because it's fun and it relaxes me to just go and throw a ball around, or whatever that is for you, Scorpio. You need to allow yourself a bit of play time. Okay, Scorpio. Love and romance for our Scorpios. Scorpio, love and romance for Scorpio. First one, yeah, these are you. These are you and you alone, Scorpio. We have stay vigilant. Set clear boundaries to ensure your well-being. Aware, healthy, and control. This is what you need to be for yourself. You need to stay vigilant on your own energy because you're getting too tied up in stuff that isn't actually as worrying as you're telling yourself it is. Awareness, and that this is why. Awareness, distracted or filling life with other things. Look for love, dating. Spend some time having fun. Actually go and date and have fun. You're telling yourself, with this energy here, you're telling yourself, I don't have time for dating. I don't have time to have fun. I don't have time to meet anyone. I'm too busy. I've got to go to work. I've got to make more money. I've got to do all this. I've got to do all that. That's you're distracting yourself from removing that illusion. You're trying to. That's that illusion. I've got to be in control of every little thing. You'll gain control by, spending time outside of those things. First blush. There is someone out there for you, Scorpio. Soft whispers of affection. Make love bloom. Gentle, romance, and tender. Go out there and start dating, because there is somebody who wants to give you some affection, Scorpio. And it's that cutesy, flirty kind of energy that it's going to help you take your stress away. Okay? It's going to help you find that beautiful little inner child and start trusting yourself and trusting that things are working out how you need them. You are on the right path. You just need to trust it a little bit more. And the way we do that is just by enjoying life a little bit more, Scorpio. You're taking it too seriously. Okay? Go find this little... It feels very cutesy and sweet. Okay? It's like... This person just makes you feel good being around them. They're like... say nice things about you and... soft whispers of affection. Very tender, romantic energy, gentle energy. And I feel like that's what you need. It's that fun, playful, yet, gentle on you, not hard on you like you are. You're hard on yourself too much. This person is, able to show you. And I feel like for a lot of you here, you need to meet this person because you need to learn that for yourself. You need to learn how to be a little bit more gentle on yourself. And I feel like this person might be able to help you with that. Okay? So that's what we have for you today. More than welcome to check out your other placements. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. How do we like this format today? There is a reason I'm doing it this way this week, but, I will try to probably go back to the individual videos. Do we prefer the individual or this format? Let me know in the comments, guys, and I'll see you all again soon.